ahead and lead us off, someone.
Jason, it seems like this was one of the first games in a while where you got an early goal like that. How do you think that impacted the flow of the
Everybody knows it's important, especially as how level, what I feel how level the league is. The difference between the best team and the worst team in the league right now, points-wise, is very, very small. And so oftentimes that first goal can be what makes or breaks the game for you. It changes tactics, it changes whether teams, we've had a lot of teams lately that have come in and sit, and if we can't score that first goal, then they're content to do that. But once you score that goal, they've got to open up, and as we've seen before, we're pretty dangerous when teams open up against us.
In between those first two goals, was it kind of a frustrating game in some way?
Yeah, there was some frustrating moments for sure. I would say, I'm not sure exactly of the time, but I think for a good portion, a good chunk of the second half early on, I really felt they were going to score on us. I think that they were the better team. They were the more aggressive, and they had the better chances. So, frankly, I think they deserved to score a goal at that time, and I'm real pleased that they didn't. We always talk about bounces and the bad ones that go against us. I think sometimes we need to recognize that the good ones as well. Tonight, I think we got a couple of good bounces.
That's why Robbie Finley would seem to be a good bonus tonight. He seemed to be dangerous all night. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I really did. It's interesting when we play with Robbie. What you recognize is that they're a little bit less willing to send defenders forward, and I think that they really, in particular, Mark Birch, who I think has always been a very good attacking outside back, didn't get forward much. I think that was because he was concerned about Finley's speed in behind.
I think Finley could have maybe done a little better with some of the chances he had. It seemed like he was running in behind a lot tonight.
Absolutely. That's one way to look at it, and the other way to look at it is that I felt like Robbie had the energy that we haven't seen for a while. And the fact of the matter is he scored a critical, crucial goal at the right time. So I will continue to look at the positives.
Do you feel like there was some indecisiveness on the team coming out of the second half?
I wouldn't say indecisiveness. I would say a little bit lack of sharpness and a little bit of a lack of attention to the details in our defending.
What are some of those details that you see that maybe an average player might not see, Jason?
We don't have enough time.
Jason, you mentioned that Robbie showed the energy that you hadn't seen in a while. Did you mean out of him specifically or the team in general?
Him specifically. Yeah, I think he's been struggling a little bit mentally and physically since the World Cup, and he'll be the first one to tell you. That's something that I absolutely enjoy about Robbie, is he doesn't shy away from the truth. He knows he hasn't been great. He knows his energy level hasn't been high enough, and I think that tonight we saw the old Robbie Finley, and I was very pleased for that.
Jason, talk about Nelson, getting Nelson back and what you thought of his hit. Just had a few minutes, but he scored a classic goal.
Really pleased for him. What a fantastic goal. He's been so frustrated because he's really been injury plagued this year. With his hamstrings, I think he's pulled it 3 times or something like that this year, and has worked hard to get back to fitness. And it was nice to be able to include him in the 18, and really nice to be able to get him on the field tonight. And what a fantastic goal he took. So now that we can add that to the total number of players on our team that scored goals, which I think is great too.
Would you have put him in even if it stayed 1-1?
No.
We were not wagering. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, we wouldn't have switched our shape at 1-1. We would have been pressing for a goal, and I think he would have been a thought as an outside back at that point, an attacking outside back.
Jason, what's the situation with Javier? Did he come off of an injury?
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a knock on his ankle.
Was it the one he picked up just when Nahar got him today?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it look especially severe or?
No way of telling yet. Tomorrow will be our first indication.
How's Kyle been doing, speaking of injuries and recovering?
He's been doing well, really well. I'm sure that he's been playing through some pain. In talking to him, I know that he doesn't feel like it's 100% yet, but I'm pleased with what he's been giving us, and I'm pleased with the work he's put in.
Jason, DC is kind of sporting a new look offense. It's a little more potent maybe than what they were showing earlier in the year. Talk about your defense and ability to get a clean sheet on it.
Yeah, I'm really pleased that we got the 0, although I have to say I think we're a bit fortunate to have gotten that 0. I just think we were very stretched out, and for a long time that second half, the distance between our forwards and our defenders was too great, and in transition it seemed like we were allowing them to play passes forward for 30 and 40 yards. Every time we gave the ball away, it ended up with a chance on goal against us, and so we're going to need to look at that and shore that up.
That said, do you feel like a result like this gives the team some confidence?
Yes. Coming into this, weekend, if you guys just keep it between us, I'll tell you, I felt like we needed a little bit of luck because I don't think that we've been playing our best soccer as of late, but we needed a result. And a lot of times you find in this game is that you get that result and then all of a sudden the confidence is right back and we're on a roll again. So that's what we're looking for now.
Jason, the team's looked a little better on set pieces, particularly corners, the last 2 weeks.
Attacking or defending?
Defending corners. Have you done something to change that, or what's the difference?
No, nothing's changed. We pay a lot of attention to that. We watch video of it. We make it very, very clear to the players what their responsibilities are. We basically give them control of the situation and then expect performance in return. And so, we haven't given up a whole lot of goals this year. I would say that we have given up too many dangerous chances. And so even tonight, I think that they were very dangerous on defending set pieces. Now that may be that they're just that good at them. You're never going to be able to defend them 100% cleanly 100% of the time. But for me, we still gave away too many dangerous opportunities. And maybe that's just because we're also fouling in the wrong part of the field.
Considering the schedule ahead for you guys, how important was it to get these 3 points tonight?
Huge. And also coming off of what I think is 2 disappointing results in a row. We needed a positive response. We needed a positive result tonight, and we got both. And now, obviously, everybody knows the number of matches we're going to play, and we're going to see a lot of players from Real Salt Lake play significant minutes over the next month or so.
Jason, are you confident, especially with the number of players that have scored, the number of players that you have that have been creative forces with assists and just really good offensively, that during this heavy stretch that we're going to be able to keep this a real good attack-oriented style up?
Yeah, I'm confident. I'm fairly confident because I think we have a fair number of players that have now played for us this year. And I would say it feels to me different this year than any year before. I feel like we have more players that have contributed to a lot of good things and a lot of good results this year than we have ever in the past. So my feeling is that over this next month or so, we'll see a lot of different players and we'll still be able to keep up the good soccer. But as always, the players have the answers.
What characteristic do you think you have, Jason, that the team hasn't quite adopted yet?
That I have or had?
Either.
I don't know. That's a good question. Can I get back to you on Monday?
Sure thing. Email me.
Yes.
All right.
Locker room's open.